Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Fun English, the podcast where we talk about interesting topics, share real-life stories, and help you improve your English in a fun and natural way. I'm John, and I'm super excited about today's topic because it's something that almost everyone thinks about at some point in their lives: falling in love.
That's right. And I'm Sarah. Love is one of the most fascinating human emotions. It's been written about in poetry, explored in movies, and sung about in countless songs. But what does it really mean to fall in love? Is there a formula for it? Or does it just happen naturally? Can we create love, or does it find us?
That's a great question, and honestly, there are so many different perspectives on love. Some people believe in love at first sight, while others think love is something that takes time to develop. There are people who say love is a feeling, while others believe love is a choice, a decision you make every day to care for and commit to someone.
And that's exactly why today's episode is so important. We're going to dive deep into this topic and break it down step by step. We'll talk about what love really is, how to develop feelings of love, what makes a strong romantic connection, and most importantly, how to build a love that lasts. Because, let's be honest, falling in love is easy, but staying in love? That's where the real magic happens.
So, whether you're single, dating, in a relationship, or just curious about love, this episode is for you. By the end of this conversation, you'll have a much clearer idea of how love works and how you can create deeper, more meaningful relationships in your own life.
All right, let's get started.
Before we talk about how to fall in love, let's start with a fundamental question. What is love, really?
That's a tough question because love can mean different things to different people. There's romantic love, of course, but there's also the love we feel for our family, our friends, and even ourselves. In a way, love is a deep emotional connection, a sense of closeness and care that we feel towards someone or something.
Exactly. And when it comes to romantic love, there are actually different stages of love. At first, there's attraction, that spark, that excitement when you meet someone new. Then there's emotional bonding where you get to know each other and form a deeper connection. And finally, there's commitment, choosing to stay together and build a future.
That's a great way to put it. A lot of people mistake attraction for love. They feel a strong pull towards someone and think, wow, I'm in love. But real love is more than just excitement. It's about connection, trust, and shared experiences.
So, if we want to understand how to fall in love, we need to focus on building a strong connection. That's what leads us to our first step, getting to know someone on a deeper level.
Now that we've talked about what love is, let's move to the first big step in falling in love, building a deep connection. Because let's be honest, you can't truly love someone if you don't really know them.
That's such an important point. A lot of people think love is just about feeling a strong attraction to someone. You see them, your heart races, and suddenly you think, wow, I might be in love. But love isn't just about excitement or chemistry. It's about truly understanding a person on a deep level.
Absolutely. Think about the strongest relationships you've seen, whether it's in movies, books, or real life. What makes them work? It's not just attraction. It's the deep bond they share, the fact that they really know each other.
Exactly. Love isn't just about finding someone attractive. It's about discovering who they are beneath the surface. What makes them laugh? What makes them cry? What are their fears, their dreams, their values?
And the only way to find that out is through real, meaningful conversations. But the problem is, A lot of people stick to small talk. They stay on the surface, talking about their favorite movies, what they do for work, what they ate for lunch. And while those things are important, they don't help you truly connect with someone.
So, how do you move beyond small talk and start having deep, meaningful conversations?
A great way is by asking open-ended questions. Instead of just saying, "How was your day?" Ask, "What was the best part of your day?" Instead of asking, "What do you do for work?" ask, "Why did you choose your career? What do you love about it?"
I love that. And it's not just about asking questions, it's also about listening, really listening. A lot of people don't actually listen when others talk. They're just waiting for their turn to speak.
Right. But when someone shares something personal and you really pay attention, it shows that you care. And when people feel heard and understood, that's when they start to open up more and trust you.
That's such a good point. Love grows when people feel safe being themselves, when they know they can share their thoughts, their fears, their dreams, without judgment.
Exactly. And that's the foundation of emotional intimacy. It's not about grand gestures or dramatic confessions of love. It's about those quiet moments when someone feels seen, understood, and valued.
And here's a great tip. Remember the little things. If someone tells you, "I love jazz music," and a few days later you say, "Hey, I found this cool jazz playlist, you might like it," that small action shows that you really listen and care, and that's how connections deepen.
So, to sum up, ask deep questions, listen carefully, remember small details, and make the other person feel heard and valued. If you do this, you're already creating the foundation for love.
Okay, so now you've started building that emotional connection through deep conversations. But love isn't just about words, it's also about experiences. What you do together can bring you closer in ways that words alone can't.
That's so true. If you think about the people you feel closest to in life, you probably have a lot of shared memories with them. That's because experiences create emotional bonds.
Let's take an example. Imagine two people go on a road trip together. At first, they might just be acquaintances, but after spending hours in the car, singing along to music, getting lost, stopping at little diners, and laughing at random things, they start to feel a deeper connection. Even if they weren't close before, the shared experience brings them together.
That's such a great example, and you don't have to go on a road trip to create meaningful moments. Even small activities can help love grow.
Like what? Give us some ideas.
Okay, here are a few. 1. Trying something new together. Learning to dance, taking a cooking class, or even just playing a new game together. 2. Spending time in nature, going for a hike, watching the sunset, or just having a picnic in the park. 3. Doing creative activities, painting, writing, baking, something that lets you express yourselves together. 4. Sharing childhood memories, visiting places that were important to you growing up, watching an old favorite movie, or telling stories from your past. 5. To overcoming a challenge together. Maybe it's a fitness goal, an escape room, or even just helping each other with something difficult.
I love these ideas. The key is to create moments that are meaningful and personal. The more happy experiences you share, the deeper the emotional connection becomes.
And another great thing about shared experiences is that they create inside jokes, little things that only the two of you understand, and that makes the bond even stronger.
All right, now we come to what might be the most important part of love, being yourself.
Yes, So many people try to change themselves to impress someone. They think, oh, they like sports? I should pretend to love football. Or, they're into classical music? I better start listening to Beethoven.
But that's not real love. That's just trying to fit into someone else's world. And the problem is, you can't keep up an act forever.
Exactly. Imagine you pretend to be someone else to make someone like you. Maybe it works at first, but over time, you'll start feeling exhausted because you're not being true to yourself, and eventually, they'll notice that something feels off.
Real love happens when someone loves you for who you actually are, not for who you pretend to be.
So if you love comic books, be proud of it. If you have a weird sense of humor, don't hide it. The right person will love you because of your quirks, not despite them.
And here's something really important. Being yourself doesn't mean being perfect. A lot of people think they have to be flawless to be loved. But actually, vulnerability is what makes people feel closer.
Right. When you share your fears, your insecurities, or even your embarrassing stories, it makes you more human, and it invites the other person to be open with you, too.
That's so true. Some of the strongest relationships start when people let down their walls and show their true selves.
So the takeaway here is don't try to be perfect. Don't change yourself to impress someone. Be honest, be open, and let the right person love you for who you really are.
Wow, we covered a lot today. Let's quickly go over the main points. 1. Get to know the person deeply. Ask meaningful questions. 2. Create shared experiences. Make memories together. 3. Be yourself. Real love comes from authenticity. Point 4.1. Let love grow naturally. Don't rush the process. If you follow these steps, you won't just fall in love, you'll build a love that lasts.
Exactly, and we hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, don't forget to follow us for more great conversations. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you so much for watching my video. Honestly, it means the world to me that you took the time to be here. I work hard every day to create content that you'll enjoy, and knowing that even one person is watching gives me so much motivation. I promise no matter what, even if I only have one viewer, I'll keep going and do my best to make videos worth watching. Your support means everything to me, so thank you from the bottom of my heart. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. It helps more than you know. See you in the next one.